Hello everybody, this is Oak Tree Tarot Reader here and welcome to my pick a card video. So I feel that we are all in need of a positive video, so I've decided to do the question, what blessings are coming to us? Because regardless of what's going on in your life, and some of you could have it quite hard at the moment, there are good things in life and definitely good things still coming to you, to me, to all of us. You just have to keep the faith, remain positive, keep up your manifestation, your affirmations, and just believe that good will come. That if work's difficult for you, that new work will come, that money will still flow to you. You know, just keep positive, that your relationships will thrive under these circumstances, and everything's going to be fine. Things will be different, but we'll all survive. But we are in need of something really, really positive. So this is purely a positive reading. What blessings are coming to you? Because they are. So I want you to take a few deep breaths, relax yourself. When you feel ready and open, make your choice. Trust your instincts. Don't think about it, don't overthink about it, and don't doubt yourself. And when you've made your choice, go ahead and click on the timestamp because I'll be waiting there to give you your reading. Okay, those of you that chose option 1, the rider, what blessings are coming your way? Well, you're very lucky because the blessing that's coming to you is, well, first of all, financial stability, but you're sort of getting a wake-up call. It's sort of, there is going to be a bit of a sharp shock, but it's going to revive you. It's not going to decimate you at all. You're going to thrive on this. It's going to give you the kick up the backside that you've perhaps needed for quite a while, and it's going to get you moving in your life. We start off here with these cards where there's financial abundance. There's solitary financial abundance. So there's sort of, you're comfortable in your lifestyle and what you want to do. You're not in any want, but you can also still provide. There's still money to spare to put forward for your financial future. You can invest it, or you can put it into a pension, or you can, perhaps provide for your family if you're, a family man or woman. You're going to be able to defend this. You're not going to be in any kind of financial want. If you're in the position right now that you lack financial stability, that there's uncertainty over that of your future, your blessing is that something's going to come forward to provide that for you. If you are in a position where you're okay financially, that's going to stay the same. You're going to be able to defend it against any onward attack. So you're not going to lose money, and you're going to get money if you haven't got it already. But this is all coming through. This sudden jolt is going to free you. It's going to liberate you. And it's going to liberate you from anything that's distracted you from your spiritual path. I think this is you realigning. You could argue with your true purpose, with your destiny, if you believe in such things. But I think that what's going to happen is that you're going to find something that makes you much happier and much more satisfied on a spiritual and emotional level than what you've had before or you currently have. This is the blessing that's coming to you. It's a wake-up call. It's a new start. It's something happening. And you're like, thank goodness that's happened. I'm free. I can move forward without the shackles of this around me, without the sword of Damocles over your head. And this is well received by everyone around you. Everybody's going to be pleased for you about this. This is your kinship. This is your tribe, your soul tribe, your friendship group. These are the people that you have bonds with because you all choose to have bonds with each other. This doesn't include those relatives that you can't get on with. Yeah, it's your family, but it's the people that feel like family, that have become family, that you bond with, that you love. And they're part of it. perhaps because you can support or provide for them. This can be a big thing for some of you. Others of you, it's not horrendously, it's not like a winning the lottery or anything. I wouldn't predict that. But whatever blessing comes forward is it makes you connect to the people around you. So maybe you can take everybody out for a meal and it's spiritually nourishing. Like something's finished and you're going to celebrate it with them. But it's definitely something, I suspect for the majority, if not all of you, it's to do with your finances, your stability, the things that make you feel secure in your life. There is an opportunity to move forward into something that you really love. This is embracing, it's offering the cup of love. It's coming forward with desire and passion and emotion. It's purely felt. And I think this is because you've been freed from something. This thing that you've been freed from, it's completely released you and you're like, I can move forward with everything that I've ever desired. And I think you're sitting back thinking, well, which cup am I going to have? Am I going to drink from this cup or shall I consider these 3 cups? You sort of have choices and you're going to take time, you're going to have time to sit back and think, well, what option am I going to move forward with? You're going to whittle it down, you're going to have 2 options and then you're going to stop and think, well, which option do I go for? And then you're going to make the choice and move forward with confidence, with ambition, with desire, with the cup of love. There's a great deal of security in this reading, and I think overall that's the blessing. If I could say to boil it down to one thing, is the blessing that's coming to you is security. Whatever you need in order to feel secure and that you have the foundation to go off and have a few adventures or to take a few risks, you're going to have that because the things that are truly important to you are defended. And the things that are no good for you are going to be released from your life. So for some of you, you are going to be like, oh no, what's happened? Why has this happened? But it's good. It's a blessing in disguise. For some of you, it's a blessing in disguise. And when it comes, you're free. And you're free to thrive, to make connections, to make new plans, to follow your passions and desires, to make offers to other people that you lacked the courage to before. And it's all going to change things for you. It's going to really make you spiritually realign with what's best for you, to allow you to lead a really healthy life that makes you feel abundant and happy and hopeful. And for a lot of you, it's to do with money. So it could be that you get that job that you want, that you get a job, or that you get you increase your business. It's good. This is a lovely blessing. It's overall security that allows you to take the next step forward. So this is your reading, those of you that chose number 1, the rider. This is your blessing. And if you want it to come all the quicker, open yourself up to it. Feel positive. Welcome this blessing into your life. And it should come quicker to you because there's nothing to stop it. So you take very good care of yourself. Thank you very much for listening to me. Please like, comment and subscribe. And I shall say goodbye. Okay then, those of you that chose number 2, the heart, what is your blessing? Well, this is lovely because your blessing is to be able to come to a conclusion about something, which seems like a small gift from the universe, but it's a precious one and it's very, very valuable. Because I feel that a lot of you are undecided about something. You're in a state of indecision. I think you've been sitting on something for quite some time, something that you know you need to do, that you want to do, that you can do. And you're sort of, should I, shouldn't I? You're sort of perhaps 50-50 about it. You can see the potential, but you can also see the pitfalls. Well, your blessing is to resolve that. It might take you some time to get to this point. So don't feel too anxious if it doesn't come around immediately. Of course, you can sort of make these things come quicker by, being open to them, being open to it. But I feel for some of you that there's something maybe about taking this option, making this choice. There's a sacrifice to be made, and you're perhaps not willing to do that, or you're not ready to do that, hence the delay. But at some point you're going to be ready to make that choice and to pay the price, accept the consequences of that. And when you do, you're going to change and soar. You're going to have a lot of movement. You're going to have a lot of clarity and truth and purpose. I think you're going to suddenly, because you've made the decision, you're going to suddenly know which way forward to go. You're going to know what course of action you need to take. And I think you're going to be willing to do what you need to. I don't think anything's going to stop you. I think although the decision is a long time coming, once the decision's made, you will act quickly and talk quickly and decide quickly and think quickly. But at the moment, you're sort of blocking yourself off from it. You're closing yourself off. You feel tired. You feel like, I don't know what to do. I don't know where to go. I don't know how to move forward. But you will, and that's the blessing. The blessing is that you will come to the conclusion. You will come to a decision. You will see the truth and make a choice and see the justice. And you're going to have wisdom at the end of that. You're going to have wisdom because you've learned a life lesson. This is a serious lesson. You've sort of dealt with the pain of choice. That when you do make a choice, you have to block off one option. Like if you choose option A, option B is gone. If you decide to go for option B, option A is cut off from you. You can't step into the same river twice. And that wisdom is going to be with you for the rest of your life, because you then have to accept the consequences of your actions, accept that this is the result of your choice, and you're going to deal with it in a very mature way. You're really going to learn wisdom from it. And in a spiritual sense, you're going to be able to move forward and practice. You're going to learn from this mistake so you never repeat it. Not a mistake. You're going to be able to learn from mistakes, but learn from this decision. I don't think this is a mistake. I need to say, I think it's just habit forming there to say you're going to learn from this mistake. There's no mistake. You're going to learn from, you're going to mature from it. You're going to be made a much more mature person that has a greater inner wisdom at the end of it, because you've accepted responsibility. That's not to say you're an irresponsible person at the moment, no. But you've accepted your stasis, your stagnation at this point in time is because you do have the wisdom to fully understand what the consequences are, and you don't want any of it. You don't want that because you're not ready for it. But the blessing is that you are going to be ready for it, and you are going to be able to go into a next higher step and to learn from it, to mature from it, to develop from it, and become a much more sophisticated person because of it, and accept the consequences that at the moment you're not quite ready for. You will be ready for the consequences. You will make the choice, and you will move on and move forward and have clarity and understanding and a new beginning. And it's one that you're willing to work for and take a few risks for and adventure out of your normal area for. You're not going to be this stagnant woman who's afraid to move left or right, forwards or backwards. You're going to be the free, wild fox. There's a lot of this is preying on your mind, and you can't come out and discuss it or say anything about it. But you're going to be able to discuss it. You're going to be able to say something that you can't talk about at the moment to other people or another person or someone else. But there's something there that you're keeping in, you're not discussing. It's just in the back of your mind where you think about it and ponder on it. And then all of a sudden it's like, okay, I'm ready now. And that's the blessing. Release in a way. Release freedom, the freedom to make a choice and stick with it and accept it and to grow and move on. That's your blessing number 2. A really, as I say, it's a small thing but of immense value for the future. This blessing will pay off in your life for the rest of your life. And there's no pain or anguish associated with it. It's just absolute freedom. I think what you're going through now is the bad part. And I think some of you are ready to make this choice now and to move on now. And others of you need a bit more time. That's fine. Take the time you need. You know, if it's a slow conclusion, if it's a slow movement to the choice, then that's fine. Yeah, that's your blessing. Making a choice, moving on and being free from it. So I hope that's helped you. Please like, comment and subscribe. Please take very good care of yourself. Thank you very much for listening to me, and goodbye. Okay, those of you that chose the ship, number 3, this is your reading. This may well end up being a nice short one because it's a very clear message that's repeating in basically the majority of the cards. And that is a new beginning. That's your blessing. The end of one thing, one cycle, and the beginning of another. That you are leaving the old behind and moving into the new, and it's a very abundant new. You've done well in the last cycle of your life, and you are now ready to move into the new cycle and to reap all the rewards that are there waiting for you to find. That's it. That's the simplicity of it. Rebirth, the Fool, the 10 of Swords, the 10 of Bows, the Queen of Arrows. Then they're all saying the same thing. End of one thing onto another. We've got the Ace of Pentacles, something new that's coming into your life that's very tangible, and it's going to be the seed that grows the plants that you can harvest from, the seeds that grow the trees that nurture and protect you. We've got the Green Woman, that's the Empress. There's something here to be given to you that you then grow. You know, you give the Empress the seed, she grows it into the sheath of wheat that then you can make the bread from. She's abundant, she's fertile, she's the Green Woman. We've got the Rebirth, which is Judgment. The young lad has heard the call, he has come out, he's been reborn. He's a child because it's the beginning of a new cycle. The old has been shed, he's now being reborn into his new body. We've got the hare there as a representative of the fertility that's on offer, that there's new life there, which is for you. That's your blessing. We've got the Prince of Wands. There's an adventure to be had. There's travel to be undertaken. And it can be physical travel, worldwide travel, but it can also be mental travel and spiritual travel. But more importantly, it's a travel and an adventure that you undertake that you're passionate about. And the abundance of a new beginning. This is something tangible that you can... the Ace of Pentacles is where you start, and you end up at the 10 of Pentacles, where the family fortunes are secure, that there's money to be passed down through the generations because of your hard work. This is the beginning of something new that's going to lead somewhere, but you have to nurture it. And I think the blessing is that you're going to be aware of that, and you're going to nurture this Ace of Pentacles gift, this opportunity, this gap in the market that you see, and you're going to nurture it and take care of it and tend it because you recognise it's your new beginning, because you're ready to leave the old behind. Even if at this moment in time you're not like seeing that, when you see this opportunity, you're going to be like, yeah, actually it is time that I move on from that. It is time that I take a new chance and go on a new adventure. It is time for me to move on. 10 of Swords, self-explanatory, it's the end of the cycle. 10 of Bows. Some of you are in a position of great responsibility and it's been a bit of a burden. This will ease the burden. For others of you, the responsibility is the blessing, because actually quite a lot of people really thrive on responsibility. It does them good. It gives them a place in the world. It gives them a purpose. Some of you are that person, in which case that's your blessing. Others of you are swamped into a situation, a position, a lifestyle, anything that is burdening you so much that you can't move forward. That's what you're being freed from. That's the end of the cycle. We've got the Queen of Arrows, the Swan. She is symbolic of the fact that although there's sadness about leaving behind something that's no longer working for you, you still love this thing. Maybe that's why you stayed where you are for so long. She's sad about it, but she's still moving forward. She's got one eye over her shoulder looking at what she's left, and one eye looking forward to what she's swimming into. She's leaving the little pond behind and swimming into the bigger pond, where she's got a place to grow. She's got a place to thrive, where there's more on offer for her to take advantage of. You're the Swan. You're also the Hermit. So you're not like abandoning everything that you've ever done in your past life. You've learnt the lesson. You're going to actually pass on what you've learnt before you. You know, this might be a teaching opportunity for some of you, or a way for you to pass on your knowledge, your inner knowledge, your physical knowledge. Maybe you're to teach other people the job that you've done. But I think that this is the phase where you've gone through quite a long path and you're carrying on and just carrying on further and deepening your own personal knowledge. This is something for where you learn, where you take the information that you've accumulated and go off to absorb it and to mature it and to ponder on it and to have the isolation and the privacy in which to discover yourself, discover a new truth, learn a few lessons. So I feel that this is sort of quite a solitary journey, a solitary change, a solitary blessing, but it's certainly wisdom that's being offered to you. That's the blessing for you to take. And the Fool, again, self-explanatory. It's a new beginning. It's a new beginning, complete new beginning. And it can be all over your life or one particular area of your life. You know, trust your instincts. A blessing. The end of the old, the beginning of the new. Beautiful. Beautiful. Big life moment for you. It's a moment when you look back and you say, yeah, I cut off the old life there and I started the new life at this point. It's early stages, of course. You're at the beginning of it. But that's the exciting part, because there's so much further for you to discover and to enjoy. I've loved giving you this news. I'm really pleased for you. You know, you deserve it. You've worked hard. You deserve this brand new beginning. And it's going to be exciting for you. And I really want you to make the best of it and to be that green woman and really take that opportunity and nurture it and make the best of it that you can, with care and tenderness and affection, and with absolute abundance and faith in yourself to succeed. So, number 3's ships, that's your reading. I hope you enjoyed it. Please like, comment and subscribe. Please take very good care of yourself. Thank you very much for listening to me, and goodbye.